Pia had loved Quinn for years. Quietly, patiently, she built her world around his laughter, his words, and the little moments they shared. Every memory was precious, every smile, every conversation, every careless joke that made her heart skip a beat. But lately, things were changing. Quinn had started seeing someone else. He laughed differently, smiled in ways she couldn't reach anymore, and his messages became shorter, less frequent. She noticed it at first and told herself, "It's just a phase. Maybe he's busy. He'll come back." Days turned into weeks, and the hope she clung to began to feel heavier. She would wake up in the middle of the night, reaching for her phone, scrolling through old messages, replaying conversations, trying to find a reason to hold on. Each memory was bittersweet, reminders of what was and what could never be again. Pia's friends noticed the change. They tried to distract her, but nothing worked. She couldn't eat properly. She couldn't focus on work. And every happy moment around her felt incomplete because he wasn't there. She was trapped in a loop of longing, hoping for a miracle that would never come. One evening, her father noticed the quiet sadness in her eyes. He asked her to sit with him. "Pia," he said softly, "you've been holding on to someone who doesn't choose you anymore." Tears welled up in her eyes. "But I just can't forget him," she whispered. Her father took her hand gently. "It's not about forgetting. It's about choosing your own peace. Holding on to someone who doesn't meet your love only steals your happiness. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring for yourself." Pia sat there listening, letting the words sink in. That night, she pulled out a notebook and wrote a letter to Quinn. Not to send, but for herself. She thanked him for the memories, for the laughter, and even for the pain. She wrote about her love, and then she wrote goodbye. The days that followed were quiet. She allowed herself to grieve, to feel the emptiness, but slowly, the weight started to lift. She began taking walks again, talking to her friends, laughing without guilt. The memories remained, but they no longer controlled her. She was learning that letting go wasn't losing. It was freeing herself. Weeks later, Pia met Quinn in town. He smiled politely, but there was distance between them. She smiled back, and instead of the familiar ache, she felt calm. She realized that love doesn't always mean staying together. Sometimes it's about letting go, trusting that life will give you the people and moments meant for you. That evening, she sat by her window looking at the sunset. She felt lighter than she had in years. For the first time, she wasn't holding on to someone else, she was holding herself. True strength is not in holding on to what hurts you. Sometimes the bravest act of love is letting go, for the sake of your own heart.